Welcome back, everybody. Mike here. It is just a perfect evening here in western Pennsylvania. I almost feel guilty. It's so nice here, you know, knowing what everyone went through in Texas last week and what's about to happen in Florida tonight. It's a real shame. I mean, here I am screwing around on my property, just enjoying life, doing whatever I want, and these people are worried about, you know, losing everything. That's tough. But anyway, while I'm on that topic, I was considering doing a video series on emergency preparedness. I'm not some, you know, doomsday prepper or anything like that, but I like to be as self-sufficient and as prepared for whatever as best I can. So if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, comment below. You know, nothing too crazy, just basic stuff, but mostly to get people to think and to be a little bit more prepared and self-sufficient in case of an emergency of any type. You know, we got wildfires out west, you got floods in Texas, you got a hurricane in Florida, and you know, knock on wood, everything's pretty calm here in western Pennsylvania, but I like to be prepared regardless. So if you're, you know, if you'd like to see maybe 3 or 4 video series on that, cover the basics, you know, food, water, and shelter, and a few other things. But I can go over how I do things and how I prepare. So if you're into that, let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm going to get back to what I'm doing here. Tonight, I am just trying to grade up this area where I cleared all those trees last weekend. And I have the box scraper on. And if you have a box scraper, one thing you can do with this thing is lower your rippers way down to get all the roots out. But all I'm really trying to do tonight is smooth everything up and run it all in. Because if you remember, there was a whole bunch of trees here last weekend. And you know, the holes are kind of filled in, but they're not compacted. And as it rains, it's going to settle and you're going to get a bunch of this, you know, all through there. So I'm just going to keep running it in, try to get more roots out, and also fill in all the stump holes and get them compacted a little bit. And then I'll get maybe another rain or two on this, dry up. I'll hit it with the rake because there's a lot of rocks, and then I will seed it. I hope to do all that, you know, in the next 2 weeks. But anyway, I'm going to get busy, and I'll get back with you in a bit. Thanks. Well, it's getting there. I got lots of roots and lots of rocks, but I'm getting all the stump holes filled in, getting everything compacted, smoothed up a little bit. Once it rains on it, I'll hit it with a rake, and then I will just seed it. And even if there's some little roots sticking up, I'll just let it grow up a little bit and hit it with a brush hog first time. It's not like I'm trying to put a lawn in here or anything. But something I want to mention, all these roots that I'm pushing down there in a pile, you know, there's a little bit of topsoil mixed in with it. If you do that, you know, if you just pile that up somewhere and try to make a nice big pile, those roots will rot, and it doesn't take long at all. The rest of this area up here I did about a year ago. And I'm going to run down and show you the pile that I have down there, and it actually makes pretty decent topsoil. I have rocks in mine, but if you don't have rocks, you know, you can just pile all that stuff up in a pile, let it rot. All that organic material will just turn into nice topsoil, and you always have a pile to work out of when you need some. I'll run down there and show you that. That's actually some pretty decent topsoil. There's still some roots, But I mean, this entire pile was a tangled mess. And you just pile that stuff up, it'll grow over, and everything will just kind of rot and decompose. It turns into pretty nice dirt. So anyway, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you would like to see, you know, a 3 or 4 video series on emergency preparedness, let me know in the comments. And I won't do them all at once. There'll be other videos in between. But, you know, if you're an independent person, self-sufficient, you know, it might be a good idea, you know, to be prepared for really anything. There's a lot going on in the country and a lot going on in the world. And I don't want to be that guy, you know, standing underneath a helicopter waiting for him to drop me a box of food so I can feed my family if things go south. So anyway, that's the way I feel about it. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to this channel. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, which is huge, especially considering, I mean, I really only started this seriously about 3-4 months ago, if that. And so that's really cool. So if you enjoy these videos, you're outdoorsy, you know, you like tractors and deer hunting and Jeeps and basically just working outside and playing outside, this is the right channel for you. Click subscribe, hit the like button, share it with your friends. And that's it for this video. Take care. Thanks.